Hi people, look, it doesn't matter if you still think of an Equalizer as of a Denzel Washington movie, or you're an MC with already some experience behind your back. Writing a song involves a lot of thought, especially a good one, and unfortunately, not everything we start always sees the finish line. My name is WrathfulSnail, and today we'll dive into songwriting. Play the intro. What? No intro yet? No? Okay. Whatever. Anyway, the popular belief is that making a rap song is a task any sixth grader with a bottle of vodka can handle, right? Well, wrong. Not everyone. Even though most of them can. But the point is, if you give people a beat and a mic, suddenly they don't know what the fuck to do. Yeah, I thought so. See, writing a rap isn't as easy as people may think, but on the other hand, it's not as impossible as actual rappers make it out to be. It's not rocket science. The only thing that's rocket science is, well, rocket science. You don't see Albert Einstein and Stephen Hawking at the shelter dissing each other over the black hole theory, do you? Okay, forget that part. So, what do you need to start a rap song? Not much, actually. Get a piece of paper and start putting words together. You don't even need a beat at first. But if it was that simple, you wouldn't be watching this video, would you? Okay then, let us start on the more usual scenario. You bought, stole, or found the beat you like. What's next? I'd advise getting some privacy. Well, come on, Jesus. Okay, let me clarify. Your thoughts will flow more easily when no one's disturbing you. Listen to the beat a couple of times to get the general feel of it, and think of a topic that will go well with the beat. When you found your topic, there are different methods to approach it, hunt it down, and take it home as a trophy. Some people write the hook first, so they have something they can work the verses up to. To be honest, there's no universal method here. Personally, I found that writing verses first helps my lazy ass to surprise myself, producing something I wouldn't even think of writing if I already had a hook available. But sometimes the chorus pops up in your mind first, it doesn't really matter. The part I absolutely have to cover is be believable. There's nothing worse than a 16-year-old swapping asses in his name for dollar signs and bragging about his abilities of running a meth empire. Shut your mouth, Eugene, and help your mom with the groceries. That's the only thing you can bring to the table. So fuck Eugene and let's get back to us. When I say be believable, what I mean is don't go out of your way to impress people with something you have absolutely no damn clue about. Write something you're passionate about, what stirs up your curiosity, even tell people a story out of your life. Only then, your mind gets fed up with the shit you repeated already for hundreds of times and comes up with more clever things to say. As a result, the general public will be more attracted to that exact song because it's unusual. Here's the trick I used. When I had some time on my hands, I would try to retell in verse a book. I remember reading Stephen King's Insomnia and later putting parts of it in rhyme. Try it, it's a great exercise for beginners to wake up the creative side of you. But Snail, you may ask, why should I? Some people do just fine saying stupid stuff with no apparent meaning. You know that's a dumb fucking question. The answer is simple. People can write by themselves lyrics like, she got a big booty so I call her Big Booty. But a line like, got the shape of mushroom clouds for thought bubbles catches their attention more. No one's going to remember a one-hit wonder, so you should put some work in what you want to succeed. If not, that's your fault, don't come bitching afterwards. That's the point number 3. Be interesting. No one wants to listen to Captain Obvious over here. Every single thing you can think about can be bent and modified in such way to become clever. Experiment with it. And what should you do if you're out of ideas? Well, read a book, a short story, your sister's diary, whatever. You may stumble upon a word or a sentence that will drive your creativity further. Point number 4 is actual rhyming. Alright people, I know that multisyllabic rhymes feel good. There's something you may want to cuddle with after buying them an expensive meal at a restaurant. That being McDonald's because you spent your last money promoting your mixtape on a plain advertising banner. But to be honest, a simple but interesting rhyme is infinitely better than a forced multisyllabic one. If you're just starting out, I'd advise against trying to cram as many syllables in the rhyme as humanly possible. Get comfortable with the simple stuff first. Again, and I can't stress it enough, try to be interesting with simple rhymes, and if you manage to actually do it consistently, there will be no problem with the polysyllabics whatsoever. They will come naturally in near future. Get acquainted with the general rhyme schemes first. Rhyme schemes first. AABB, ABAB, ABBA, and whatever. Go to the lab. Okay, the point number 5 is an interesting one. What to do when a writer's block hits, when all the power of humanity combined still isn't enough to finish that goddamn line. Well, there's no universal answer here. Everyone has his own method. I'll do a video on different tactics of dealing with it soon enough, because it's a long topic on its own. What do I advise though? The general rule of thumb answer would be don't rush it. There's nothing worse you can do to your song than rushing it. I've had days when I sat for 8 or 9 hours in a row just to make one verse I would let a scrap. I was a dumb kid. Don't try to finish a verse just for the sake of finishing a verse. Write when you feel comfortable with it, and if you feel you can't come up with anything else to say, step away from the pad. Play video games, walk your dog, watch Netflix, possibly also chill. Also, you can always blame your creative genius if you have no excuses. I know I do. And that's pretty much the gist of it. This was the start of the Rap 101 series on his channel. If you enjoyed it, click the like button, subscribe, and help to spread around this video. Next week I'll be talking about confidence as a musician, since many people requested it. Snail out.